y'all see that gnat? That was very distracting, having a gnat walking around on your guitar. Get out of here. Alright, got a Collings D2h here. This is a 1999 model. It's got a little bit of age on it. Got a 1 3/4 inch neck. Other than that, I think it's pretty well a standard D2h. Indian rosewood, back and sides. It's got a Sitka spruce top as far as I can tell. Looks Sitka. It's got a lot of silking in it. It doesn't have an A on here, so pretty sure that's what it is. It's got the regular short saddle. I think the only upgrade to it's the 1 3/4 inch neck. The owner let it dry out. Top got a nice split in it right here. Maybe you can see that. I kind of repaired it a little bit. I didn't do a lot on the finish because, you know, you mess up the top finish and you're in trouble. And not that obvious of a crack, and so I got some glue in it, humidified it back up. I had to adjust the frets. The fret ends were all sticking out and they were real sharp, so just kind of rehumidified it and set it up again. And that's about the only thing. And the top crack, by the way, is not on the center seam either. It's just several grain lines off of the center seam, and it's out in the wood, so there it is. So it's not a big deal. You know, you get glued up, it's fine as long as it's not going to get any worse. It's just really at this point it's a cosmetic thing, which Collings owners are kind of picky about the way the guitars look sometimes. So a cosmetic thing might be a big deal. I don't know. All right, you want my impressions on playing the guitar? You know, I owned Collings for several years, 7 years actually, and this is a good one. You know, I like this one pretty well, and I actually compared it to the Martin D2h 1937 Authentic. I compared it to that one just to see. They're both pretty much equally loud. They're both really good guitars. The bass on the Collings is where it is not a Martin. It's a much tighter bass, and rhythm-wise, it doesn't have the boom to it. If you tap on the top here, it's not nearly as drum-like as the Martin is. The Martin's woof, woof, woof. This is a tighter, firmer, more focused sound. Some people would call it glassy, sterile, something like that. It's a very focused, punchy sound. You can hear it on the bass. It's got a lot of bass, but it's not a loose, woofy bass. So that's the Collings sound. This is a pretty good guitar though. It's loud. It sounds good. I enjoy playing it. And I like the Sitka tops on Collings. I think their tops are pretty stiff. I like the warmth of the Sitka on them. Their Adirondack tops can be a little bit harsher maybe for me. I don't know. There's just something about them. You get a Collings mahogany standard Sitka top, a D1, standard D1. Those are my favorite Collings, I think, with a bunch of them. So, great guitars. I mean, I'd love to have another one. I just can't justify having this many guitars. But one thing I will say about it is heavy. This guitar weighs 2,300 grams on my scale, and the D2h Authentic weighs 2,000 grams. So, you know, there's a lot of weight on this guitar. I'm not sure where the weight's coming from. I know they use 2 steel rods in the neck here. They got a truss rod, and then they got steel rods also. But it doesn't feel, it doesn't feel neck heavy. I don't think it's all coming from there. It's got some weight in the body. I do know that, like when I hit the sides like that, they feel thicker and more solid than an equivalent Martin would be. Same thing on the back. It's solid. It's like hitting a 2x4 as opposed to something that got some bounce to it. You hit a pre-war D2h and your finger bounces, and you can feel the bounce off of it. And I don't feel that here. It's a much more solid guitar. When I'm playing it, for instance, I don't feel the back vibrate. When I play an equivalent Martin, I feel the guitar shaking. I feel the back kicking me in the ribs. I don't feel that with the Collings. It's solid. And that's probably where the weight comes from. It probably just adds up into the various thicknesses and depths. That's the only negative comment I have about Collings. Otherwise, I mean, the construction is fabulous. They are the standard as far as that goes. I've been to the factory, and it's unbelievable. Like, you know, these necks, when you put a neck on a Collings and it goes click. And it's just insane, insanely good build on these things. You will never find a flaw, ever, on a Collings. So, this is nice D2h here. 1 3/4 inch neck, real comfortable to play. And hopefully won't split again. So, there we go.